Hairpiece. So this video is going to be about how I went from kinky straight to silky straight with my new kinky straight hairpiece, which I love. So it's been 2 weeks since I recorded that video and flat ironed my hair. So I'm just going to update you on the process. So I got this hair from AliExpress, and I will have all the information below on where I got the hair from and how much it cost. It was very inexpensive. So it was a bundle deal for the frontal, which is a full frontal, and 4 bundles of hair. So when I recorded the video, I actually only used 2 bundles and plus the frontal. And after I, flat ironed my hair, I realized that it wasn't as full and thick as I wanted it to be. So I ended up adding that 3rd bundle of hair, and I probably used about a little more than half of the 3rd bundle. So now I'm satisfied with the fullness. It's definitely a lot fuller than it was with just the 2 bundles in the frontal. Also, I also noticed that this hair is it's a little hard, so you have to use a lot of heat. And so if you just do it one time, it's not enough. You have to actually go back in and do it a 2nd or a 3rd time. So within these past 2 weeks, I flat ironed my hair at least three more times to get it a lot more smoother and kind of get the ripples out of there. There's still some areas that have the kink still in there, but it's just going to have something that you just have to train the hair as you wear it, just like your natural hair. And this hair is very much like, if you have kinky straight hair, it's very much like your natural hair, to where it'll take a couple of passes for you to get it straight. So, but all that aside, I absolutely love it. The pros definitely outweigh the con. It definitely makes my hair look more natural, so it looks like it's my hair. I've gotten so many compliments where people have been like, "Oh, you took your hair out, like you straightened your hair," and it's like, no, it's a wig. Or you have your hair out, because people, my clients and stuff, know that I wear wigs, and so they're like, "Oh, you have your hair out," and it's like, no, I still have a wig on. And they're like, "No way, let me see." So it's definitely, I've gotten a lot of compliments, and I feel like I love this hair more than the Malaysian or the Brazilian or Peruvian hair, just because it looks more closely related to my hair type. So I think I'll be sticking with this. I absolutely love it. Also, if you're interested in seeing how I went from kinky straight to silky straight, stay tuned to this video. Okay, so we are back and we are ready to get started. Yes, this is my fabulous turban, which you guys can find out more about. And here is the hair. So I'm going to be putting this on right now. Stay tuned. So the hair's on and I'm ready to apply. I'm using Argan Oil, putting that all throughout from roots to end. And I'm also going to apply my Carol's Daughter Frizz, Anti-Frizz serum, which I love. It's so lightweight, but it's really great to apply to the hair and maintain the style. So I just separated the back half of it, and I'm going piece by piece with my flat iron. And I'm doing the chasing method with my comb as I'm going through piece by piece. So you can see the smoke is coming up. So my flat iron is set on 450. This hair can take a lot of heat. So if you have a flat iron that can go hotter than that, which some flat irons do go up to 475. I don't think I've ever seen a flat iron that went over that. But yeah, you could definitely use something hotter, but this flat iron is 450 and I'm using it on the highest setting. What I'm doing now is you just want to make sure you're tapping the
base of that hair. So it would be like the weft, where the weft is. You want to make sure you're tapping that extra with the heat, because you don't want to have too many ripples at the base of your head. You want to make sure it's nice, flat and smooth from weft to ends. And so I'm just going piece by piece and making sure that I'm doing the chasing method with my comb and making a couple passes over the hair as I'm flat ironing. And this hair is definitely taking to the heat very, very well. I'm very impressed with how well it's responding to the heat. And as I said before, you definitely need to go back in and flat iron it a couple times. It does need to be heat trained like your natural hair, if you have natural hair and you have to flat iron it. So I'm just making sure I'm definitely smoothing out each piece, getting those ripples out. As you can see, it's nice and beautiful. I'm going back in through each section. And now I'm getting closer to the top, so I definitely want to make sure I'm taking my time to smooth out the base right where that weft is, so we're not going to have too much bulk. And so, like I shared with you guys before, this that I'm having right now in my hair that I have right now is 2 bundles plus the frontal. So adding that extra third bundle has really made a difference, and just the fullness, to me it seems to be more full, and it just adds so much more volume, which is a lot better than just the 2 bundles. But either way, it still looks natural. So as I'm getting to the top, I'm just making sure I'm taking smaller sections. So before I was doing like 2 tracks, now I'm just doing 1 track per section that I'm pulling down. So I'm not taking a lot of hair. I'm really taking a little bit at a time. And it actually, because of the type of hair this is, it actually would be better if you would take weft by weft versus trying to do 2 wefts at a time, because this hair is so thick. It is better to go weft by weft as you're going through it versus trying to do 2 at a time. So as I'm getting to the top, I'm just conscious of where I want my part to be. So I want to make sure I keep that flat. And I want to make sure I also keep the top flat as well, so we're not going to have any bumps, or it's not going to be too full at the top to where it looks fake. And so now I'm working on the front part. And as you can see, I'm pulling that little hair through the back to make sure I'm really smoothing it out at the top. And it's getting nice and flat. And when I'm flat ironing at the front, I'm kind of doing more of a curve to where I'm bending it away from my face to give that curl, that curved end. Okay, so my camera just died just as I was finishing that last piece. But here is the finished look. I continued filming. I had an extra battery, so I was able to finish up. But yeah, as you can see, it's super shiny and silky. So now I'm just going to lay down my baby hairs. I'm using Eco Style Gel. So I really love this hair. I love the look. And you don't need to use a lot of product. That's what I realized with you do need to use a lot of heat, but you don't need to use a lot of product. And even with the little product that I've used with the Argan Oil and the Carol's Daughter Frizz serum, anti-frizz serum, you can see how silky this hair turned out. So you don't need to use a lot. A little bit goes a long way. And I haven't cut this hair. I haven't done anything to it, but it still has a lot of movement and a lot of shine. So I'll probably be cutting it and doing more stuff to it to clean it up a little bit more. But this is the finished look so far, and I absolutely love it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please share it, subscribe and like, and follow us on social media. Thank you so much for watching.